welcome to week 3 of NaNoWriMo. Today is Monday the 13th of November. I am currently on 22,212 words. I can't believe I'm nearly halfway. I have fallen a little bit behind my personal goal, but I'm still on track according to the NaNoWriMo averages, and I'm feeling good. Writing for the past few days has been really hard for me. On Saturday I wrote 400 words, and yesterday I didn't write anything until I was in bed. I told myself that no matter what happens, I have to stop writing at 10 so I can get up early this morning. That didn't happen. I got started writing at about 10, but I did get my 2,000 words for the night, which was great. I didn't end up sleeping until after midnight. I had my alarm set for 6:30, and when it went off I just stayed in bed because I was a bit too tired, but I'm up and I'm ready to go. I would have loved to be at 24k already, but it's totally fine. I could still catch up, but I'm not overly fussed about it because I'm still on track. But yes, I will see you a little later. Yesterday I did hit my daily word count, so I get a reward. I think that's a good way to start off the week. And it is pick a new candle. Incredible. If you're unfamiliar, I actually have a candle business, and I never let myself just like use candles unless there is a flaw in them, and so any candles that like have problems go in the corner and I get to pick from them. So I guess I get to start a new one. I think today, in order to like boost my creativity or even just like my kind of morale because writing's been quite difficult, I think I'm going to do a bunch of the daily rewards that have been building up. So yeah, but we will see what gets done. Good morning. It's not morning anymore. Oh no. I woke up at 6 today to write and very quickly decided I didn't want to get out of bed. So I ended up getting to my desk at about 6:45. I didn't write at all. I still haven't written. I haven't actually opened up my document today. Instead, I have spent the morning sewing. I actually finished a whole project and I'm so excited about it. I did film the process and that video will come at some point in the future, but I'll give you a tiny little sneak peek. I'm a little bit in love with it. It was based on a 1930s pattern. It turned out okay. In terms of like sewing, it's not great. There are a lot of flaws, but I really like it, and that's what matters. I have a habit of using random things around me as pattern weights, and today's pattern weight of choice was a stack of classics. But I was having a rough morning. I was just very anxious, and so I didn't want to sit still, and I think that worked out great. I'm feeling all right now, and I have a really cool little garment out of it. It's about lunchtime, so I'm gonna clear up in here and then have lunch and get to writing. I also have work to do, so I will also do that. Writing is not the top priority right now, and that's okay. I spent like 2 hours or so yesterday sprinting and got my 2,000 words. It was actually really great and it felt good, but because of that, it is time to get a daily reward. If it says do some sewing, I'm pretty sure one of them is sewing related. I feel like that would just be really funny. No, it is paint your nails, which is perfect timing. I took my nail polish off this morning because it was so chipped, but perfect. I do need to do that. Thank you. It is Wednesday, the 15th of November. We are officially halfway through Nano and I am having the best time. I hit 25k last night, which was really exciting. I actually had my most productive day yet. Yesterday I got 2,873 words, which is just crazy. I didn't start writing until 9:15 in the evening, obviously. And I was writing until 11:58, as you do, but I hit all of the goals I had set for the day, and I finally wrote a part that I was so excited to write. Not to give anything away, but the relationship that has been building up has finally gotten somewhere. I can't believe how much I wrote yesterday, just all things considered. I didn't write in the morning. I didn't write during the day. I ended up sewing all morning, which was great, and I was a bit worried that then my machine would be out, but like I got it done, I got my machine away, everything was cleared up, I got work done, and then in the evening I tried to write and just kind of didn't, so I kind of settled into bed a little earlier to hopefully write. As time was ticking on, I was a little bit nervous because I didn't want to be up late. I feel like I'm saying this every day. My goal is to be done by 10 so I can sleep at a reasonable time and get up early and write the next morning. That didn't happen last night. I was writing again till midnight, but I was having such a good time. Towards the end, I was writing so quickly. I hit the 1667 and then like within 10 minutes hit 2k and then just kept going. I just was having a really good time. I was just really excited to get through this scene. I am 2 days ahead of the NaNoWriMo schedule right now, which is really great. I like having that buffer again. I finally got to it and then I missed a day, and so I finally got a bit more. I am having such a good time writing this story. I am typically an underwriter. Usually I'm like fighting to try and get like 2,000 words per chapter. This time, basically all of them are 3k plus, and I think that it just proves the depth, I guess, of these characters and this story. Like, I have more to say. I'm sure in like rewrites and revisions that'll all change. There are definitely things that are going to get cut. Because each chapter follows a different character, I am basically rewriting the ends of chapters at the start of the next one to like work out what that character was thinking or doing in that previous scene. That's gonna have to change, but for this draft, it's working out pretty well. Things are about to really change for my characters and I'm really excited. I'm kind of breaking into the next kind of phase of the story. It is a 3-act structure, but in my head it's kind of broken into quarters because a big thing happens at the midpoint. So each half is then kind of halved. listen, it makes sense to me, but they're about to be in more of a fun and games kind of area. Things are kind of twisting, but for the most part, it's a great time, and I'm just excited to explore this new relationship, and everything is so good. But yes, this morning I did not wake up early. I turned my alarm off. I planned on having a good sleep in after such a productive night. That didn't happen because some unnamed feline was clawing at my door at 7 on the dot. So I got about 6 hours of sleep, but I'm feeling alright. I have a lot of work to do today, so I'm not going to get to writing till at least the afternoon, but I'm feeling good. I'm excited. I keep thinking about the story. Whenever I'm doing anything, I'm thinking about these characters. The whole time I was like getting ready this morning, in the shower, washing my face, all I could think about was these characters, and so it's just really nice to be so excited. But with that said, I'm gonna go and I'll see you later. I almost forgot the daily reward. They're really building up. I have not been using them. I'd love to have a day where I just kind of do as many as I can, but I don't really have the time for that. So today, or yesterday's reward, is wear a nice outfit. That's quite nice. It's not going to be today. I have too much work to do and don't want to ruin my nice clothes. Potentially tomorrow I'll dress up a little bit, or another day. Maybe this weekend I'll try and get a bunch of them done. But yeah, that's sweet. I do love dressing up for no reason. It is Thursday the 16th of November, and this morning I hit 30k. Yesterday in the afternoon I got most of my words in, so I felt like I didn't have to stay up to write, which was really nice. I needed a bit of sleep. I ended up staying up till about 10 to finish off to catch up to the 2000, but like I was in bed by 10:30. It was great. I didn't sleep till much later, but that's fine. But today my alarm went off at 6. It took me like 20 minutes to get out of bed, but whatever. And then I sat at my desk doing nothing for another like 20 minutes, but it's fine. So far this morning I have 643 words, which is nice. I am just over 30,000 words, which is just wild to me. I've realized that I don't think I'm going to get very far in this draft during Nano. It's definitely going to be the longest first draft I've written. My Nano project last year was like 50,000 words on the dot, the last chapter, wrapping it up. This time I'm 30,000 words in, and I'm only on chapter 8 of 27. So, I think during Nano I'll get to the midpoint, but I don't think I'm going to get to Act 3. Which is probably for the best because I do need to do like a significant amount of outlining work. I have no idea how this story ends or anything that happens kind of after the initial impact of the midpoint, which is maybe a bit stressful. Maybe I should think about that a little more. I feel like the story breaks into quarters better than thirds, so I might actually go through and try and restructure the bit of outline that I have. I think even from what I'm writing at the moment, there is a point where a very clear shift happens, and it's about a quarter way through, and then there is a very big shift in the middle of the story, and then I'm just assuming that that second half of the book would also kind of split into two. I do need to work out what happens there. I think that the overall tone will be very different in the second half, which is exciting, but also kind of nerve-wracking because I know what the story sounds like now. Like, I know the vibe. Do not know how that shift is gonna go, but everything just gets a lot more serious, and that's kind of interesting. It's already kind of heading that way. I need to build up more of the kind of conspiracy thinking. I keep getting caught in just like the fun of these characters interacting, but the plot does need to happen. Unfortunately, we can't just be all vibes forever. I'm having a really good time writing, and I'm like on track word-wise. I am like slightly behind my personal goal of 2,000 words a day, so today I should be hitting 32,000 words. I hit 30k this morning. It's not that far behind. Realistically, I could catch up. I just haven't been pushing myself to because I've been doing most of my writing really late at night, and frankly, I'm too tired to push myself. But yeah, I got a good bit written early this morning. I'm gonna spend the kind of morning hours working on some video stuff, and then my job, and then the afternoon and evening can be spent writing. As is typical for me, I did forget to collect my daily reward for yesterday, so let's do that now. My sleeve just went in my coffee. Yay. Okay, it's kind of cool to see that there are, you know, not many. I mean, there are still lots in here, but I've been getting it most days. I think there's been 2 days where I didn't hit at least 1667, which is really cool. But yeah, today's reward is, don't look, that's cheating. Make some popcorn. Actually, that kind of would be great today. Every time I get a reward, I'm like, wow, that would be perfect for today. I don't use them. They are collecting on my wall. I am thinking of spending some time this weekend, maybe doing a bunch of them, but that means actually doing them. And the thing about these rewards is that they're great little treats, but that also means like having the time and energy to do them. So we'll see. I'm on chapter 3, I think. It's really good. I'm finally reading a classic. Be so proud of me. Just like the whole time reading it, I'm thinking about my characters, because one of them in particular is really into Oscar Wilde, and like, it's just quite wonderful. But the news that the Shadow and Bone TV show has officially been cancelled has just dropped, and I'm actually way more upset about it than I expected to be. I enjoyed the show, but I've been more of a fan of the Six of Crows books more than anything, and yeah, no Six of Crows spin-off, and I'm like weirdly upset about it. And I think they own the rights too, so it's not like a separate project can be made. I'm rather sad. I am listening to the Six of Crows audiobook, so I might spend some time listening to that just to kind of mourn. I mean, no mourners, no funerals, but one mourner. One mourner. I've had a very slow morning. It is Friday the 17th of November and I'm so sleepy. I found it really hard to get my words yesterday. I just had a lot to do yesterday and didn't get back to writing until the evening. I did end up getting 2,300-ish words, which was good. It was really hard the whole time, and then I got something like 600 words in 10 minutes. It was just weird. I haven't written this morning. I'm trying to take it easy. I'm realizing that like I do need to slow down a little bit, but yeah, I'm doing well. I'm on 31,744 words, which is really good. I'm a few days ahead of the NaNoWriMo goal. Yesterday I was meant to, according to the kind of standard words, hit 26,667, so I'm well ahead of that. And I'm having a good time. I can't believe I'm like 60% of the way to the goal. The month is going by so quickly, but I'm having a really good time. I'm going to get my reward for yesterday. I feel like the rewards are like not even worth it at this point because I'm not doing any of them, but I would like to try and get through a few. Yesterday's reward is enjoy some ice cream. I actually have some ice cream for once. That's great, but unfortunately, it is so cold today. There are 13 days till summer, and I am wearing layers, like many layers. I love consistent weather, it's so fun. A lot of brown, and my cat is right in front of the camera. It's later in the day. I still haven't written, but I've gotten a good bit of work done, so I'm going to take a bit of a break. I was just out in the garden and did the first harvest for the season, which was lovely. Not much, a few radishes, but still, it's something. Hi. I'm gonna turn around now. Okay. Pause for a moment. You right? Okay, can you maybe sit down? It's better. Okay, I'm taking a bit of a break right now. I'm going to go finally make my chai. I've been talking about this for days. It's finally gonna happen because it's super overcast and just kind of the perfect weather for it. But yes, I have some stuff I need to get done for work, preferably today, but I also have to get my words in and do a bunch of editing, so yeah, it's gonna be a full-on afternoon, but I think it's gonna be fine. Good morning. I have had a little bit of a stressful morning. My computer has been having some problems. I think a Chrome extension went bad, but I couldn't open Chrome to get rid of the extension, so I think I've finally fixed it. I found it really difficult to write yesterday. I thought I had like a significant amount of free time, but I wasn't able to use it very effectively, and then some work stuff came up and it was just a bit much. I wanted to try and get some extra words yesterday because today is Saturday and I have not had a successful writing day on a Saturday all month, so I kind of know I'm not going to get many words in today. I'd like to, but I think socializing and spending time with people is like more important than a day's worth of words. So yeah, the plan today was to not wake up early but spend the morning writing. I have spent the morning instead trying to get my computer to work. This afternoon I'm going to see The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. I'm very excited. The Hunger Games is my origin story when it comes to reading, so I'm very excited about seeing this prequel. I'm just in a weird place. But let me update you on where we're at. So I'm currently on 33,758 words. That is over 2/3 of the way through the NaNoWriMo word count, which is so wild. About 5,000 words of that are not a part of my actual like manuscript because I rewrote like 2 chapters. It's a whole thing. Anyway, I'm not even in Act 2 yet. At this rate, this draft is going to be like 90,000 words. My guess is closer to 80,000, but that's a significant draft. That would be the longest I've ever done. I don't think I'm even going to get to Act 3 during Nano, but that's fine. I'm very happy with my progress. I've gotten over 2,000 words every day this week so far, and yeah, I feel good about the story. I'm so like frazzled after everything with my laptop. It's so stressful. Technology is a nightmare. I wish I had the time to read. I've been really wanting to read lately, but by the time it's the evening and I'm ready to read, I realize I still have to write, so that's Nano. Okay, I'm gonna go finish getting ready for the morning and hopefully get some writing in. At this point, I don't know why I'm still doing these daily rewards, considering I have 9 of them on my wall. I did use 2 of them yesterday, so those were some of the rewards, but it's time for a new one for yesterday's words, and it is have a bath. I'm not gonna have a bath right now. I did just have a shower. I think when Nano's over, I'm gonna take a bit of a break and get through like all of these rewards because they really are adding up. I could probably knock a lot of them out in one day. That might be a fun little day. I might do that.
Was the restaurant that I started initially, I came into it with nothing. So yeah,
I feel very short.
It was very, very difficult at the start. Before TikTok,
Good morning, it is Sunday the 19th of November, and as predicted, I did not write yesterday. I got 242 words, so it's not nothing. I am on exactly 34,000 words, which is great, but I didn't really write yesterday. It is early afternoon already. I spent the morning with my mum. We have some stuff we want to do in the garden, and so we went to Bunnings, which is a hardware store and garden centre. I did realise once I got home that I went wearing this. Very appropriate, but excuse the lavender tucked into my dress. I did buy myself a lavender plant. I do have one, but it's not doing well, and I really love lavender. I've realised that nature is something that brings me a lot of joy, and I've not been doing fantastically, and so I am indulging myself, buying myself so many plants, because they make me so happy. I'm not gonna show you all of them because we don't have time for that. I spent genuinely like nearly $100 on plants. Let's not talk about it, but I got some like kids kits that I'm really excited about. One of them is a little sunflower kit, and I'm really excited about it. I don't know if they'll grow, but they might, and that's something. I also got this. There were 3 types, and then there's this one, which is edible flowers. And I've always been intrigued by edible flowers, and so now I have a kit, and I'm very excited about it. I really should be ashamed, but I'm not, of how completely I like freaked out in excitement when I saw that it came with a big sheet of stickers. This is adorable. This is incredible. I'm very happy right now. I also got just some seeds because I want to grow microgreens. I've heard radish is pretty good. Lettuce seems fine. I've done it with chia and they were alright. I got this pack. I mostly wanted it because it came with a mister. and I had one years ago and it was great, except it broke really quickly. So now I have a new one so I can mist my plants. How fun and exciting. But it also came with a little Monstera keyring, adorable, and like the sturdiest tote bag. It's a really thick canvas and so cute. I'm just very excited this morning, well, this afternoon. So yeah, my mum and I have plans to get in the garden later in the day. It's a bit warm to be like planting things in the middle of the day, so probably by evening we'll get in there. I had a lovely day yesterday with my friend, watched The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. Oh my god, I could talk about that for a while. Oh wow. Very quick review. Good movie. Fairly faithful adaptation of the book. Things were changed, but I think it worked for a movie. The best part, in my opinion, was the score and the way that the themes from the original trilogy were used. Oh my god, it was so good. I couldn't stop thinking about it. Also, Sejanus Plinth is the best character in that story, and I will stand by that. Yes, I'm gonna go. I need to write. I am 2,000 words exactly behind my personal goal, which is fine. I'm still 4,000 words ahead of the nano goal, so everything's okay. I knew I was safe to not write yesterday, but I do need to get to it today. I imagine it's gonna be another one of those days where I don't write until I'm in bed. I'm not gonna push myself. I do think that it's wearing on me a little bit. It's just a lot every day. So yeah, I'm gonna just enjoy my day and have a good time. I think I'm gonna consider this plant haul my 30k reward. But yeah, I'm gonna stop talking now. Hello. I feel like this is rather predictable of me. I can't think of how many times I've said this in these vlogs, but I have gotten really anxious kind of all of a sudden this afternoon, and so I don't know if I'm writing today. I'll try tonight probably, but for now I just need to not. So I am sitting down with my cat, watching a bit of Doctor Who, just trying to get a little better.